guys, welcome back to another video. I have the same shirt on as I had in the previous video, which was my review of the Suave Professional for natural hair. If you guys have not seen that, I will link it above in the cards as well as put it down below for you guys. I will have this shirt on for one more video. I'm trying to film a few videos so I can have some videos to put out back to back for you guys. So today, this video is going over my personal top 5 natural hair tips for my hair. So this is just kind of what I've done to grow my hair. You guys probably have seen my hair change some from when I first started last year, I believe, on YouTube, or year before last. My hair is very deceiving. So it looks like my hair isn't growing. However, if I take this here, my hair is significantly longer than it appears. The back of my hair is down to here now. My hair has never been that long, ever. It's always been at collarbone length, with my collarbone is here and my hair is actually down to here. I have my hair up in these twists right now, but I will show you guys a when I used to do this, they didn't hang this long, to be honest, but this is one from the back. So it is down here. My collarbone is up here. So when I had my relaxed hair, my hair always stopped at my collarbone. I don't think it was ever any longer than my collarbone. So that is how long it is now. I think I also did a shot. This is the other side. This is just a little bit shorter, but of course it's also a twist. So it's kind of hard to do it, show it correctly. Yeah, this actually goes like all the way under here, but of course it's up in a twist, so it's not overly, able to really be stretched like I need it to be. But anyway, so just wanted to show you guys that, kind of showing my hair a little bit to you guys. I just have my hair in twist right now. I just washed my hair last night and just wanted to have it drying. But these are my 5 natural hair tips for me personally that helped me not only during my transitioning, but all the way up to now being completely natural. Just a little background, I have been completely natural for 2 years, only 2 years, and the growth to here has happened in those 2 years. I do feel like my hair was growing a lot faster earlier in my hair care journey, my natural hair journey. I feel like it was growing faster then, but I know of some things that I do differently now that probably has slowed it down. I don't have my Vanity Planet scalp massage and brush anymore. I'm so sad. I do plan on ordering another one of those because I think that was a huge help. I know it was in making sure my scalp was really clean all the time, and just doing scalp massages with it too. I would do scalp massages with that about 3 or 4 times a week, and that is very, very good for hair growth. So yeah, I've been completely natural for 2 years. I did transition for about 5 months or so. I did not transition long. If it were up to me, I would have big chopped very, very early on. My friend at the time, who was doing my hair and did not want to give me a big chop because of my hair was so pretty. I don't care about that. I've had my hair very short before. If I can find pictures of my short haircut, I will show you. I've had my hair short before, and in a year's time, it was back at my collarbone like it had been before, or right at my shoulders. I don't care about cutting my hair because my hair grows very fast when I cut it. And that's with me maintaining the hairstyle and then letting it grow back. So for me personally, I wanted a big chop, but she would not do it. So she would cut a little bit away at a time. So I had pretty much my whole back natural, and then some of the front, because my front did grow slowly. That's my slowest growing area. She left, of course, some of the relaxed hair up there just to keep the length and shape. So yeah, that's kind of that background on that. So things that helped me that is what is going to go into these top 5 natural hair tips. So I'm going to go from kind of the least important to what I think is the most important that helped me personally. Again, this is for me and my hair. I'm not saying it's going to work for your hair, but if you know you're not doing any of these things, give it a shot. What can it hurt? So my first tip is protective styling. So for me personally, when I was especially when I was transitioning, I kept my hair in crochets a lot. And I had crochets actually kind of back to back. I kept my hair in box braids, things like that, to make it easier for me because it was very difficult to work with 2 different textures of hair. My protective styling consists of keeping my scalp nice and oiled with a lightweight oil. I personally do not wash my hair with braids. You can say, oh, that's gross, whatever. I don't really care. I don't know if people doing that until here recently in the last few years. People that I know, they didn't wash their hair when it was in a natural hairstyle. I've done it once and it was terrible because it's so much water that gets trapped in the braids. And I did it because I knew I was going to keep my hair done like that for a very long time. I think I kept those braids for like 2 months. So in that case, yes, like at 1 month mark, I washed my braids and it just was a job. So typically, I do not wear my protective styles long at all anymore because I think my hair is used to being out. So my scalp easily gets kind of irritated. So if I'm doing crochets, usually crochets I'll keep in a maximum of 3 weeks. And I haven't had box braids in a while. I probably won't get them anytime soon unless I do it myself. But those I do stretch to 4 weeks, so right at a month. Usually more than anything, crochets is what I can do the easiest on my hair personally, and I can keep in for 3 weeks, take them out, let my hair breathe, and I can put them back in. So that is the first thing that I would say. That is like kind of my number 5. So we're going from 5 down to number 1. Okay. Number 4, I would say, was creating, or for me, continuing a routine. So by that I mean, I have always had a routine for my hair. I have always shampooed my hair, conditioned it, either did a hot oil treatment or deep conditioner of some sort, or a cholesterol, or do a hair mayonnaise, something of that nature right after my conditioner. And then went on to, of course, back then when I was relaxed, I would move into some sort of moisturizing agent, blow drying my hair, then flat ironing it. I didn't use heat protectant. I didn't know about that. Mind you, I was in high school. I just did my hair, and pretty much the one day I would flat iron it, that was the only day I flat ironed my hair. So I would wrap it up, keep like that for a week. That's how honestly I think my hair remained healthy. Anytime my hair stopped feeling healthy, my beautician would cut it, not just trim it. She would cut it. She would. I kind of didn't like that sometimes, but obviously I needed that for my hair to grow. What she would cut off, it would be back in like 2 months. So it wasn't a big deal. Be like maybe this much instead of that much. Wasn't a huge difference. But creating a routine, definitely making sure with natural hair you have a good moisture protein balance. So for me, I have low porosity hair. I don't feel my hair is protein sensitive. I know when my hair was relaxed, it was not. But if I use anything with proteins in, I use usually deep conditioners with proteins in it as my protein. I've not used like an actual protein treatment. And then when I want just moisture, I use solely just a moisturizing deep conditioner. But for me, my routine consists of shampooing, conditioning, Deep conditioning. I do this every single wash day. Last night was the only time, really, those here and there, that I don't deep condition. It just so happened to work out that way because it was super duper late when I started. I didn't start washing my hair till 9 o'clock, and it took me forever to finish my hair. So, deep conditioning. Then I move into my styling, and that consists of having a leave-in, a cream, it may be a gel, or now I'm getting back to doing the LCO method, which is your leave-in, your cream, then your oil. So that's kind of what I'm getting back to doing now. I don't have any gel in my hair today. I just wanted to kind of twist it up, put it out the way. I might wear it in the twist out style, probably only for tomorrow, because I got a feeling once I go outside, this humidity is going to slap my hair and all definition will be gone. So I probably will be wearing it in a puff Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I go to Jersey and New York on Thursday. So probably will co-wash my hair just to give me a little refresher. But that's what I mean by routine. That helps your hair become accustomed to a routine. It helps it to become accustomed to what it should feel like. And two, going on with routine, that'll allow you to pay attention to your hair. So while you're doing your hair, take note of how it feels. I would just say that's as an added bonus. We'll put it like that. That's an added bonus. Pay attention to what your hair feels like when you're using products, because that could hinder your growth, because it could be breaking your hair off. If it's something that's drying your hair out, but you're using it anyway, how is that helping your hair? It's not going to help your hair flourish. Your hair flourishes off of moisture and protein. So you have to figure out how to balance those two. If your hair's feeling kind of mushy, just a little too soft, and you know your hair is not overly soft, you need some protein. And vice versa. If your hair is feeling a little too strong, feel like it's breaking and snapping, you probably need some moisture. So do moisturizing. But definitely do research on low porosity and high porosity hair, because that's going to kind of be your guide to how to moisturize your hair and build your routine from there. So that was just the added bonus. Let's move on to number three. Number three, detangle, detangle, detangle. Detangling my hair has probably been the biggest help, because when I first started, when I was transitioning, of course, when you have relaxed hair, you can wash your whole head in one big section. You can just go through. But as your hair transitions, you can't do that. And I kept doing it, and I would notice my hair would tangle so bad. So I kind of would ignore it and just kind of going through it. And then when I'm getting to my actual styling, it's taking so much longer than it takes right now, because I wasn't detangling. Detangling is essential. You need to make sure you have a good product that has slip. So what slip is, it allows you to pretty much be able to glide through your hair with ease to detangle. So for me personally, I use a actual rinse out conditioner right after my shampoo is my detangling process. Now, if my hair's been in a certain style for 2 weeks, let's say it's been in a puff for 2 weeks, I obviously am not going to wait to the conditioning step to detangle. I need to detangle before I shampoo. So assess how your hair is beforehand to determine whether you need to detangle your hair before you shampoo or after. Number two coincides with detangling. Section. Okay? Do not do like I used to do. Don't do it. Do not, if you have a lot of natural hair. So I would say if your hair is at minimum able to stretch here or longer, you need to section your hair. Now, at one point in time, I was just splitting my hair straight down the middle and washing each half at a time. However, I noticed I was missing product being rinsed out of my hair, which then would back up and build up on my scalp. So I personally wash in 4 sections. I do see some ladies on YouTube, they wash their hair in twists like this. They detangle their hair before shampooing, and they shampoo with twists in their hair because their hair is a lot longer. So most of the girls that I see do that, their hair is even longer than mine. I'm able to wash in 4 sections and really be able to get in there good. And I wash with my fingers pretty much like this. At most, I might, do this, but I'm not actually using my nails just to kind of really, if I don't have buildup. But section, section, section. If your hair feels like it is not detangling, split it, then detangle. It may take time, but natural hair is patience. If you want healthy natural hair, you have to have patience. If you don't have patience, do not expect your hair to be as healthy as it could be. Now, it can, depending on your genetics and things like that, just naturally be healthy. That is a possibility. But majority of the time, that's not how it works. You have to have patience with your hair and pay attention to it. So if you have to break stuff down into small sections, do it, because in the end, it's going to save you time because you're not having to work through and breaking off your hair, trying to move in big sections that you cannot detangle. And my number one tip is trimming or cutting your ends. Okay? That is the absolute number one tip I have. So, like I said, when I transition, I cut obviously away my ends. I personally do my own trim maintenance on my hair because I do wear my hair curly 98% of the time. There is a 2% time where I will have it straightened. So of course, typically when I'm having it straight, I'm having it trimmed. That is the only time I have my hair straightened. I have no desire to wear my hair straight. That is why I don't. Because if I wanted to wear my hair straight all the time, I would have stayed relaxed. My hair was very healthy, relaxed. Always has been. And that's because of my routine, which was number 5. I'm just saying. But you have to get trim, ladies and gentlemen. You have to get trimmed. I know we love to see length and, oh, it's long. But if it's see-through at the end and this much is see-through, and then you got the rest of your hair up here, this got to go. You can't leave those bad split ends, the broken end. You cannot leave that on your hair because you will not retain any length like that. Okay? So me personally, like honestly, I'm probably kind of due for a trim. I'm trying not to because I personally do get trim happy. And I like want to almost trim every single time you do. Now you don't want to do it that often, but just assess your hair. So for me personally, when I do twists, I'm gonna come in a little bit. You guys see how my ends have coiled up? If your ends are coiling up fine like this with no problem, you probably don't need a trim. Like I see personally, I could honestly do the trim off a little bit of this one just because that's me, and a little bit of this one, a little tiny bit on this end. But in essence, this is how your hair should do. Like your hair should easily coil. Like all my ends are coiled, fine. If your hair coils up very nicely like that, you probably don't need a trim. So for me personally, I usually will trim my hair if I need to do any slight trimming while it's in twists. That's me personally because it's not altering the shape of my hair overall in a curly state. It's not altering it. So I just kind of gauge where I need to and trim. That is your personal prerogative to trim your own hair or get it professionally done. Of course, if you are getting it professionally done, please, please, please make sure you do your research on the person. Don't just go to any and everybody. If you do need a very good trim, find you someone that is good at what they do. Really assess their pictures on Instagram, their business pages on Facebook. Really dive into it before you let anybody in your head, especially if you've been a self-care person like myself. Trims are essential to growing, not only growing your hair, and it's not really growth per se, but retaining the length that is growing, because your hair is always growing. But in order to retain it, you got to get those split ends off there so then it can continue to flourish. Another added bonus, get you one of these scalp massaging brushes. I'm put on one of the two sides. Get you one of these. These specifically. I don't know about no other ones, but this one here, Vanity Planet's scalp massager brush is amazing. I used to use it for wash day. I would use it during the week when I would apply oils to my scalp and massage it in. That's another thing I'm gonna get back to. That's something else, added bonus that I used to do. I like to use oils on my scalp. I always have. I am not a hair grease girl. If you like hair grease, do you. Put the hair grease on there. Give yourself a good scalp massage. I just personally don't use hair grease. I haven't used hair grease since probably 9th grade or so, when I saw that my hair flows and bounces better with only oils in my hair. That's when I stopped using hair grease. Those are some tips. If you guys have any tips, anything you would like to know about, like if I do that you might do I do it as well, or anything that might be helpful, leave it down below. I'm always open to hair growth tips and suggestions, because I'm trying to really grow my hair. I'm really trying to see how long my hair can grow, because genetically I know what side of the family I get my hair from, and genetically with no problem my hair should be able to be here almost to waist length with no problem. So my hair should be able to be very, very, very long. So trying to get myself back right, get out the lazy funk with your hair, because you'll get into those, and just really get back to really taking care of my hair and trying to retain my length. If you guys need any questions answered, again, like I said, leave those down below. I'll be glad to answer those for you and leave some tips that might help someone else. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.